All right, we'll call to order the Stevensville Town Council meeting for Thursday, December 23rd, 2021. Ms. Berthoud, would you please call the roll?
Councilmember Allen?
Here.
Councilmember Ludington?
Here.
Councilmember Wandler? Mayor Dewey.
Here. If you'd please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, at this time we'll open the floor for public comments from citizens on items that are not listed on tonight's agenda. Okay, hearing none, we'll move. Any other board reports? Okay. Anticipating this would be a short meeting, I thought I'd stretch it out a minute. So I do have some final remarks I'd like to make. The advantage to being on your way out the door is that you can, for the most part, say whatever you want on your way out with very little consequence. And I'm sure many can maybe imagine what I'd like to say. And because there are young ears in the room, and I'm more interested in modeling positive behavior than getting things off my chest, I'll refrain from saying what I really think about those who have done the most harm to this community. Admittedly, I did not accomplish a single thing on my own over the last 4 years as the mayor. Everything that was accomplished, we accomplished together, and accomplished more together than any single person could or will on their own. Together, we rapidly moved the town of Stevensville into an era of efficiency and innovation. All of those fancy computer programs that a few complain we spent too much on are what will more than likely save the new administration as they face staffing challenges. We're a smarter town today than we were just 4 years ago, with an updated website, live streaming, and increased access to meetings, improved water bill payment methods online. Physically, we've invested nearly $3 million into better equipment for public works, the fire department, the police department. Those investments also include infrastructure projects that made physical improvements to Stevensville. With those investments, we're still financially healthy. The town is not bankrupt. Today, the general fund balance is over $385,000. And total cash in the bank equals over $4.0 million. That's $1 million higher than in 2018 when I took office. The bottom line is that throughout this administration, we've been responsible with your dollars. And we have strengthened your town's financial status. We've done so much to improve the services we offer to our community as well. Of our size, we do so much more than communities with our population and budget. We've built programs that have helped people and improve the livability experience of our town, like the Parks and Recreation Department, snow removal planning, and community engagement efforts. As an organization, the town of Stevensville has been more engaged and connected with the community than ever before. So much of this could not have been possible without the groundwork and progress that was made under the tenure of Mayor Gene Mimmack. He, along with the forward-thinking council members and staff of that era, set the stage for our successes today. At the last meeting, I recognized the council and thanked you for your service, and while those sentiments remain unchanged, my staff deserves some time in the spotlight too. Today, we say goodbye to some of the most dedicated public servants to have worked for Stevensville. Specifically Wendy Planty, Laura Miller, Nancy Olson, and Bobby Sunstang. In addition, Audrey Tribbency is added to this group of distinguished staff. These people, individually and collectively, should be revered for their work and contributions in such a relatively short period of time for this town. Their selfless service and accomplishments are what has made my time in office worthwhile. We're almost there. My family, who many of are likely watching tonight, have also been so supportive of me, my wife especially, who gave me little sympathy 3 months after moving into this job and considering resignation. She responded, "Aw, didn't anyone tell you this was going to be hard?" Many have wondered why, after the literal shit show that my family and I have been drugged through over in the past 4 years, hadn't I resigned? The answer is that Tasha held the hammer to break the glass and to the escape button, and her resolve and commitment to my success was greater than I ever thought it could be. She is truly an unsung hero in this community. There's one last person that I need to thank before we leave tonight. He's received some attention for his contributions, although not necessarily in the most constructive way, and he's been with me in this job since day one. Just this week, he proved to me that my demonstration of good service has paid off when he shared his career aspirations over a bowl of cereal, a list of plenty that included primarily public service. Carter, despite the toxicity that has found a way to thrive around us at times, has kept a smile on his face no matter what. Sure, he's young and perhaps doesn't quite understand the dynamics in the same way we do as adults, but I think that is the point. Smile and be better tomorrow. Because of you, Carter, I, along with the organization, were strong advocates for youth and families. We were active in conversations that affected kids and families, and we implemented programs to support them too. That hallmark of my administration that few administrations can take credit for may be the thing I'm most proud of, and Carter has a share in that success. He's the aspiration, along with my daughter. He's here with me tonight by his own choice, and he's currently regretting that decision, and I couldn't be prouder as a dad. We achieved something never done in our community, or many others for that matter. A late 20-something became the mayor of his hometown, did so with a toddler in tow and a young family. That in of itself is something we should all be proud of, but the fact we achieved progress in the environment that we did is more so noteworthy. I wish the best of luck to the new administration and the council. You have been given an amazing gift to be handed in the organization in the good state that it is. I wasn't as fortunate. While imperfect in some ways, I hope you navigate the challenges that you will inherit with success. You won't see me at council meetings as the former mayor professing my interpretation of the law, which is undoubtedly more accurate than others. You will see me engaged when it is appropriate, though. You will hear from me when an issue affects me as a citizen and as a parent in Stevensville. Finally, thank you to my supporters and detractors equally. You held me to a higher standard than likely any of the 33 men and women who have held this position before me. Because of that high standard, although it seemed unfair at times, our organization is stronger and I'm better for it. I'm looking forward to some downtime that allows for reruns of Paw Patrol and Sesame Street and the opportunity to reconnect with civilian life. I appreciate the responsibility that Stevensville has given me as mayor, and I wish only the best for Montana's first best place. With that, Carter, it's your turn. We talked about the last council meeting at dinner the other night, and Carter said, well, I'd like to go and adjourn. So you get to knock the gavel, and we'll adjourn for the year. Thanks, everyone.
You did good, Carter.